Welcome, my name is Denise Richards and I'm going to offer a reading today for all my lovely air signs, that's Libra, Gemini and Aquarius. Now remember, this is a general reading and it may not resonate with all of you. As always, I offer that as a disclaimer. But if you've were led to this today, you've got the feeling that you can extract something out of it, then you will. So let's have a look for all you air signs for the rest of May. Now we're in eclipse season as well. There's a lot going on in the skies. We've got Mercury retrograde as well next week, so there's a lot going on. So with all that in mind, let's have a look at the tarot and see what Spirit wants to reveal to you all through the cards. Let's have a look. These are the cards I'm using today. I'll draw 9 cards. Okay, I'll split the pack into 3 and choose one of the piles. Now obviously this is the way I like to work, and I'm choosing the pile in the middle. And I'm going to take 9 cards from here for my air signs. I'm an air sign myself, I'm Libra. Eight, 9. Okay. Now remember, the future floats, nothing is set in stone, and often the tarot reveals what's going on at a level that we're not always aware of. And with regard to predictions, I can't be absolutely certain it's going to be this month, but usually I'm pretty accurate to the season. So let's have a look for air signs for the remaining of the month of May. The first 3 cards are the essence, the flavour of what's going on for you. So this is the underlying energy. We've got the 8 of Wands and the Knight of Wands, fiery passion, and the 2 of Swords. And the last 2, we've got the Sun, beautiful energy there, and the 3 of Cups. So as I look at these cards here, 3, we've got the 8 of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the 2 of Swords. Now for a number of you, you may be needing to communicate something to someone. There may be an area where you have a lot of passion for, a lot of passion about, and you know that you need to make a decision on that. You need to move forward. You need to, start moving. And with these 3 cards here, really, it's giving you permission now to slow down a little bit, because the more we rush, the more we race towards, we tend not to communicate with our intuition. And the 2 of Swords is always saying, slow down a bit, rest, think about it, strategize it a bit within your mind, call a truce. Is this with another? Is this with yourself? So these 3 cards here provide us with the foundation, the essence of what you need to do as you move on now towards the rest of the month. So we've got some need for you to communicate a message that you have, maybe make a phone call that you need to make, apply for that job that you need to do, or begin that new project that you need to begin. Whatever it is, the 8 of Wands is pushing you towards rising above something and making a choice about something. And equally with the 2 of Swords there, is telling you slow it down a little bit. There's no rush. There will always be a good time, but they need to take action, but planned action. Because with the Knight of Wands in the middle, he can just race forward without really thinking. Yeah, he's got passion, he's got verve, he's got determination. There are times when, with the 2 of Swords, we draw in the reins and we have a long, hard look at it before we make our final decision to make that communication. It can also indicate travel and movement and rising above something which you may have been anxious about. So always remember that you're in control here. It's not them in control of you. It's about learning to control your emotions. It's learning to trust your inner feelings. And even if you think your feelings are not yours, try and go beyond that, even deeper beyond that, because the Two of Swords is there for a reason, telling you to slow down and to look at the options that are there for you. It's also the twins, which is Gemini, and we're coming into that month at the end of May. So it might be timely for you to wait until the end of May, early June. And also with like retrograde, Mercury retrograde, which is going to be next week, until early June, it might be worth hanging on a few weeks, because it can slow down communications when Mercury's retrograde. Now the next two are the Sun and the Three of Chalices. This is love, celebration, cooperation, teamwork, sharing the love, receiving the love. It's a beautiful card. It really is. And you've got the Sun there, really. The Sun is shining on you right now. The Sun is infusing its energy into you to help you to choose what you know you need to do, as I think from the first three cards. So all in all, at the moment, what I want to say to you is something really good is on the way, but you need to slow down a little bit. You need to allow the sunshine, the energy of the sun to come into you. It can indicate a holiday as well. Maybe you're going into the sun. But I get the feeling, looking at the cards, it's more about a decision that you're making, a choice that you're going to make, an investment you're going to make. And it's an investment in you. It's not financial necessarily, but it is an emotional investment. And it's auguring well, because once you get the sun shining, it's saying the worst is over. Whatever it was you've been through, whatever it was you had to go through is over. You've reached the end of a cycle in a way. The sun is shining on you again. And all the planets are in alignment now to help you to do this. But I keep going back to the Mercury retrograde. Don't rush into anything. I think you know what you need to do. And the Nine of Swords, telling you not to worry, all your needs will be met. And the Hermit, reflection, being led along a new path, really, represented by Virgo energy, very quiet, mature energy. It can indicate like time out, time alone, reflection, to contemplate. You're ready now to take that first step onto that new journey, whatever it is, whether it's about a relationship that needs to be enhanced, changed, upgraded, a job that needs to be pursued, whatever it is. They're telling you not to worry. Spirit wants you to draw in the reins a little bit, calm down, and realise that everything's going to be okay. Whatever happens, it's okay to take a risk. You know, it is. But remember, it's about making sure that risk is one that you know the consequences of, that you know what you need to do to get out the other side. And you've got the sun there promoting you to do it. And your last two cards is the Page of Wands. I think it is absolutely linked to a project or a younger person in your life. He's a beautiful young man. He's quite spiritually orientated. So when he's making a decision, he's looking at it very holistically. And the outcome is Seven of Swords. You're putting the past behind you in this matter. You've learnt your lessons, now you're walking out the door. I noticed Two of the Swords are on the ground. So he's made his peace with something. Make your peace with something. Heal that wound. Let it go. And keep moving towards in the direction that you want to go here. If it's another person around you that you're anxious about, the Page of Wands will be giving you reassurance that everything will be okay. And, you know, the more we worry about others, really doesn't help us, does it? It doesn't really help them. But if you start believing in that person and having faith in them, that energy will be, if you like, transmitted to them, and they will begin to feel more at ease within themselves. Because if we worry, particularly about a loved one, it's going to make them worry as well. Whereas if we have faith and we know, hey, it's going to be okay because we're okay, all our needs are being met, We can do this, we can take this risk, we can embark on this new journey. We've got quite a few wands there, which is the energy of fire. So you might have fire signs around you. That's Sagittarius, Leo and Aries. So remember that, or maybe you need to embrace that energy for yourself. So on the whole, it's looking pretty good. Just prompting you to stop worrying and trusting, have faith, and it's okay to take a risk. It might be a person entering your life that's going to be a great support for you, because again, that's the energy of him, the messenger, entering your life with a purpose to support and help you. Of course, the hermit is there. They need to go in and reflect, a quiet time, an introspective time. So that's your reading from the cards, and I want to give you an angel card to end off. And let's see what the angels want to say. Because we need to keep moving forward. We don't want to stop, at least not for too long. If you know in your heart you need to do something, then you need to think about it. You need to make that space in order to do it. Allocate the time initially in your mind to create it and imagine it, and that creates a force of motion. And that brings forward an emotion, and all an emotion is a feeling in movement. And we don't want the negative emotions. So let's have a look. I'll draw an angel card to end off here. Manifestation. Believe, believe, believe. Something is about to be manifested in your life. And I think you know what that is. Thank you. Let me know whether you like the reading or not, and I will see you very soon. Love you all. Thank you. Bye-bye.